Welcome to our master yoga class tonight that always is incorporating Ayurvedic principles. Ayurveda and yoga are based on the same principles. And so that's why we do that. And the way I teach is based on Ayurveda because that's what I do. So we are using these practices as a way to help enhance what we really need for this particular season, and it's cold outside now. It's Vata season now. Fall and winter is Vata season. That means that the dominant elements are ether and air. So we're going to do everything we can to help settle, calm, bring air and ether moves in all different areas and spaces. There's no container for it. So we are creating a container tonight. We are going to help the body move into stability. We're going to help the body feel contained. So how to create a container so that our body is strong and all that Vata can settle. Okay, so that's what we're doing, creating a container. So we're going to start out today opening with your feet wide. So it's wide instead of at the top of the mat. And I've got my lovely Tina here. I just love her so much. I'll show you. She's really beautiful. There she is, as beautiful as ever. If she's ever feeling like she needs her ego boosted, she can always come and see me. Oh, Marvy left a nice little toy on my mat. Okay, so a little dirty elephant. All right, so we're gonna start out with our legs nice and open. So the reason why we're doing this is because if we think about being as stable as possible, the wider your legs are, the wider your base, the more stable you are. So we're creating this container. We're going to pull our heels in just like that. And we're going to drop down into what's called horse stance in Qigong, or just a squat. And then your hands drop right down in front of you as if you're holding space and creating a container with your hands. And then opening up. So you're going to come up out of that, reach, inhale, and then exhale, drop down. And we're going to move nice and slow, because if you move too fast when you're dealing with Vata, ether air, what happens is you are stirring it up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, drop a little bit deeper, building strength for Vata. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Good. And exhale, drop as deep as you can. Hold it there. Navel's in, tailbone is straight down. Hold. Good. Then inhale up. And we're going to drop the arms down and turn to one side. Drop your back heel down and turn your toes out in the front. Now we're doing this warrior two position. Hips are facing forward, nice and open, strong, steady, and then reach. Good. Drop back down. Okay, and we're going to be turning the head. Inhale, you turn your head, you face front. Exhale, turn your head and look down the middle finger. Inhale up, turn. Exhale down. So you're creating this nice wide base, creating this really big, stable position for the body. Good. Up, and now we're going to drop to the center, back into that squat. Inhale up, Going to warrior two on the other side. Drop, hold it there. So you turn your heel on the back foot, front foot, you turn your toes out. Then inhale, reach, turn your head forward. Exhale, bend the knee, turn your head down the arm. Inhale, navel in, you guys. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, drop into your squat again. Inhale, reach. Warrior two. Inhale up. Drop into Parsvakonasana. Drop down. Inhale up. Drop into warrior four. We're changing our arms. Inhale up. Warrior two. Drop. Turn your head. Inhale, turn your head forward. Parsvakonasana. Inhale up. Warrior four. So you drop the backhand now. Inhale, reach. Turn and face forward. Drop. Inhale up. Warrior two on the other side. Inhale, reach. Exhale, Parsvakonasana. Inhale, reach. And warrior four. Inhale, reach. Warrior two again, turn your head. Reach up. Parsvakonasana. Reach. And warrior four. Inhale, drop to the center, squat. Inhale up. So we're going to go through that one more time. Turn your head. Turn your head forward. Parsvakonasana, drop deeper. Reach. Warrior four. Reach. Now Trikonasana. Straighten the toe. Straighten the leg. Reach up. Drop, squat. Inhale. Warrior two. So we're staying with the breath. Turn your head forward. Parsvakonasana, drop deeper. Inhale, reach. Warrior four. Turn your head. Inhale, reach, straighten the leg. Trikonasana. Inhale. Squat. Hold it here. Pause. Drop your hands down, right on the thighs. Go deeper. Navel in, tailbone down. Okay, you're going to take your right hand, or sorry, left hand, and we're going to move to the right. So push. You could straighten the leg, or you can keep it slightly bent. And I want you to really feel the shoulder drop, turn your head. You might have to turn your hand too. Then come up, go to the other side. You could straighten the leg. You could keep it bent. Drop the shoulder. Lift, go to the other side. Push. And lift. One more time, go to the other side. That feels good. Good, and then up. All right, so we're gonna turn our toes in, staying in that wide base. One more time. Interlace your fingers behind you, just like this. And then you drop forward all the way down. Relax your head. Let go. Keep letting the arms reach above you, towards your head, towards the floor. Then the hands are going to drop to the ground. We're going to shift to one side, go into a high lunge. Nice and strong. Then drop. Then the front leg steps back, down dog. Pause. And then we're going to shift forward, going into plank. Hold it for stability. Drop to the knees and lower. Then keeping your hands at the chest, push up. Cobra, drop your shoulders, drop your elbows. Navel in. And press back, down dog. All right, then the leg that stepped back is now going to step forward. You're going to drop back into the low lunge. Come up a little bit higher with your hands, either with a block or hands on your thigh. I know I have a block here somewhere. There's one right there. Oh, I'm going to have to clean my mat now because my dog decided to hang out on it. Good, then curl your toes under, lift, high lunge, drop, and then we're going to go right into Parsvakonasana. Release, come up, all the way up. Turn your toes back in, interlace your fingers behind you again. Lift your arms up off the back and drop into a fold. So in this pose, these arms here, they keep moving down. Oh, that feels good, Tina. How's that feel? Relax your head. So sometimes we carry a lot of tension in the neck and the head, and you want to loosen up. If you have to, just kind of move the head side to side. Yeah, that looks good. All right, then releasing your arms. And now you're going to shift to the other side. We're going into high lunge. Pause there. Then release into a low lunge. Just pause. Good, and then from there, step back, down dog. Shift forward plank, and we're holding it, building strength, creating a container. Your body is your container. See if you can hold it a little longer. Now this time, if you want to, you can lower with control or modify to your knees. Then push up cobra, Bhujanasana. And then back down dog. Then the leg that stepped back now steps forward, back into the high lunge. Drop the back knee. Okay, so we're going up a little higher, either with a block here. You're in the front of that big toe, on the big toe side of the foot, or you can come up. Yeah, nice. Good, then from there, you're just basically gonna take the hand to the big toe side of the foot, drop your back heel and go right into side angle. Konasana. Good, and then inhale up, reach. Again, we're gonna turn the toes in. We're gonna keep this hand lifted. Toes are in. This hand that's lifted now goes across the body. And yes, you can use a block. You can take it to the big toe side of the foot, or you can take it to the foot, or you can take it to the baby toe side of the foot. Now, what I would like for you to do is keep your sacrum level. In other words, don't just let your whole pelvis shift over to this side. You're going to let this big rotation happen. Drop and keeping your pelvis in the same position as much as possible. So your sacrum is stable. It's flat. And then drop. The rotation happens through the waist. And then reach. Oh, yeah. Oh, that feels good. Literally squeezing your torso. Squeezing your ribs. So any kind of tension that you might have in your torso, this is such a great posture to help release that. Especially if you had to sit in a chair. It's not natural, you guys. And then we shift to the side, high lunge, drop back down, low lunge. Connect with breath. We want to be in these poses long enough to allow for all the movement in the body, the Vata, to settle down. Then step back, down dog. Connect with breath. Shift forward plank. You can stay in this position. You can modify to your knees. Then slowly lower. Lift up, Bhujanasana. And take it back, down dog, Adho Mukha Savasana. Then that leg that stepped back now steps forward again. Hands are on the inside. Drop. See if you can come up a little bit higher. Maybe 2 blocks now, or up on the thigh. Strong and stable. Let everything settle. Get there. Stabilize. Create a container. So the container is you move into the pose. Then you let everything come into stillness. The body is strong and stable. Good. Then, using your block, Curl your toes under behind you, lift, and open right up into Parsvakonasana. Then lift, reach, turn your feet back in. This hand now reaches. Now you go to the left side of your body. Drop, move across, keep the sacrum stable. Use a block, reach. So the pelvis stays stable. Don't let it shift. Keep it stable. Then open up. Now, one of the things that does happen with people is this arm can kind of mess them up. And the reason why it messes them up is because they kind of lift it up from their back. And then what that does is it kind of jets their shoulder forward. So what I want you to do, just to kind of make sure you get the right positioning, is take your arm out to the side, open up from the chest. Oops, she got me. And then your arm lifts. And that should feel more open now. Is that better? Sacrum is stable. Nice. Looks good. Looks good. And you're feeling that squeeze, right? And it is a squeeze. It's a big squeeze. Your hand could be closer to the foot. You can use a block. Breathe. Allow tension to be squeezed out of the torso. Open up a little bit more. Start reaching that chest up. Good, then release. You're going to drop down, going into a high lunge on the other side. And then drop into your low lunge. Step back, down dog. Connect with breath. And shifting forward, plank, pause. Slowly lower. Lift. Back, down dog. Then the leg that stepped back now steps forward. You're back in that lunge, high lunge. Then you drop into the low lunge, either using a block to come up a little bit higher, or see if you can come up on your thigh. So you can, if you have two blocks, it's kind of nice because then you could just use two blocks here. I do have two blocks, but I have lots of blocks actually. Good, and then from there, curl your toes under and come right into Parsvakonasana. Excellent. And reach. Lift, okay. Wide feet. Turn your toes in. Two fingers on each hand are going to open up. Drop down, and then your two fingers go between the big toe and the second toe. Wrap around the big toe, then connect to your thumb. Okay, relax your head. The tension in the neck oftentimes kind of holds us and prevents us from relaxing the head. You want to let go of that. See if you can pull a little bit more. Bend those elbows. Nice. Excellent. All right, and then from there, release, pull your heels in, drop down, pull one hand up on the thigh, the other hand up on the other thigh, drop down even more, and then lift your chest. Oh, and up. Stay in that squat. Reach. Drop right down in the front. Nice and slow. Inhale up. Stay in that squat, you guys. Reach up. Okay, now you're going to turn and drop into Trikonasana. Take it to one side. Straight legs. Hand can come below the knee. You can use a block. It's going to go on the baby toe side of the foot. Straighten your legs. Then lift up. If you're using a block, you're going to take it with you. Switch hands, turn to the other side. We're keeping it really simple today, you guys. And then drop back down, Trikonasana. Hand can be below the knee, or you can go to a block. It's going to be on the baby toe side of the foot. Watch out for leaning forward. Lean back. Oh, I just had an adjustment in my back. Okay, and then we come back up. Take your block with you. And switch sides. Trikonasana again. Lean back. And we're going to take it into a balancing posture from here into half moon. Turn your head, look at the big toe, and reach right out. Lift. Now you can keep this foot on the ground if you need that for stability. Otherwise, lift. If you feel stable, turn your head and look to the side. With control, slowly lower right back into Trikonasana. Reach up. Switch sides. Trikonasana on the other side. Drop. Hold. All right, we're going to take it into half moon. Turn your head, look at your big toe. Take your block with you, reach out the distance of your torso. Keep your foot on the ground. If that's all you can do for tonight, no problem. If that's where you can remain stable, no problem. Otherwise, slowly start to lift. If you feel really stable tonight, turn your head. With control, slowly lower back into Trikonasana. Good, then lift, leave your block in front. All right, so we're gonna be putting the top of our head on the ground. So you might wanna go a little wider with your feet. Turn your toes in. Hands are gonna drop right down in front. You're gonna use a block for the top of your head. Elbows bend and go in towards you. So this is your elbow position, you guys. I want you to see this. Your elbows are gonna bend and like this. And then your head goes to the block. Okay? Yeah, top of the head though, not the forehead, the top of the head. So your block needs to come in, Tina. So your block should actually be closer to your legs. There you go. What are we preparing for? I don't know if we're going to have time for that, but okay. All right. Good. And then slowly, slowly lifting out of that. And then you're going to just walk your feet in. Okay. We're going to take our feet to one side like that. You can use a blanket, by the way, and sit on a blanket. I like that. So legs are to one side, and I like to take my top leg and place that foot into the arch of the bottom leg and then rotate to one side. Then release. Now, this top leg is going to extend. And then open. Then lift. Okay, straight leg is going to come up and go right in front. You're going to pull it in front, pull it in towards your face. It's going to start opening up your glutes here. So if you can, you're going to cradle that leg. Ooh. Now, if that's not working for you, then just hold on to the foot. Keep pulling it in towards your chest. Don't let the heel drop. Keep it lifted. Good. Now, drop that foot to the ground. Both sit bones down. So now you have to anchor that opposite hip down and rotate. Chest lifted. Good. Release. Take your legs to the other side. So you're going to move them over. Top foot goes into the arch of the bottom foot. Rotate. Then extend that top leg. Reach. Make sure both sit bones are down. And open. Then lifting up, picking up that foot, you're going to grab it, pull it in, keep it up chest high. Start pulling the foot in towards you. Okay. And then if you're able to, you can cradle that leg, keep lifting it up towards your chest. Ooh, really opens your glutes. Keep lifting that foot. Don't let it drop. Breathe into your pelvis, into your hips. Then dropping that foot over the opposite thigh. Lift up, anchor that hip down, and rotate. Okay, then release out of that. We're going to go into the tortoise. It's one of the most stable poses that we can do for Vata. Really calms it down. It's like a protective pose. So you drop your arms to the inside. They go right out to the sides like that. Let your feet drop forward. They're in a V position. They're not like this, and they're not out this way. The other thing you have to watch out for is the hands coming up towards the feet. No, I want your hands out to the side. Your feet go up and you drop. Rest your head on a block. You can let if you're able to flatten out, you can go all the way down, completely flatten out. Okay, very nice. All right, now for our last posture, you're going to need a bolster. If you do not have a bolster, you can use a blanket. I'll show you. You just roll it up and put it like that, okay? Or you can use a bolster. So if you have a bolster, do you want a bolster, Tina? I have one. It's better. If you don't have a bolster, you can use, this is a thick blanket because it's wool. So it's better. Let me grab a bolster for Tina. Okay, here's a bolster. Okay, so the thing that's nice about the bolster is this is gonna open up the chest in a gentle way. So you're gonna take your back to the bolster or your blanket. Oh, hello, Marvy. What are you doing? It's not time for you yet. Marvy's needing some attention. Yes. Oh my God, you guys, Halloween was a nightmare with her. God. She wanted to go out and greet everybody. Okay. All right. So you want to have a little bit of space between you and the bolster or your blanket. Then you lay back. Now, if you have another blanket, you could place underneath your knees. That's even more yummy. Tina can do it. Or you can use blocks. I'm just using a block under each knee. All right, and then we just relax. So you don't want to be feeling any kind of restriction here in the low back. If you are, it means your bolster needs to just go up a little bit more. Yeah. So Tina had to make that adjustment. Then your arms just release out to the sides or a little bit lower than the heart. And relax. Just let that body naturally open up. This is such a great position for the upper body because everything we do rounds the shoulders, rounds the torso forward. And this is a gentle opening. All right, and then slowly coming out of that, you're gonna just roll right out of it. Remove your bolster or your blanket. Laying down on the flat surface, take your legs to one side and extend that left arm. Breathe. And then the legs lift and go to the other side and extend your right arm out. Breathe. And then slowly releasing out of that, pushing into bridge. Slowly releasing out of that, lifting up for either shoulder stand, modified, or full shoulder stand.
And then dropping into Halasana, plow. Slowly, slowly unraveling. Push back up into bridge. And then release. Shavasana. Relax. Arms below the heart. If you want to take a bolster underneath your knees, you can do that. And because it is a little cooler, you might want to get warm. Put some socks on, put a sweatshirt on, whatever you need to do to be warm. So your body's going to relax if you're warm. And Shavasana, corpse pose, total relaxation. All right, and begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Very slowly roll to your right side and rest there a moment. Good. And then bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Hands to your heart, connect your thumbs, close your eyes. Once again, bringing awareness into the body as a container for Vata, for air and ether, movement, space. Good, and may you have a beautiful evening. Namaste. Good job.